Hey folks, Joe Shoemaker here from McDuff Realty Group in Indianapolis, Indiana. It is April the 11th, 2010. Time's ticking. It's springtime's already here and we're a couple weeks into it already. It's been a great season. Have some great new listings on the market and working with several buyers. So things are really hopping right now. A couple of things I want to talk about today specifically. Three things. Tax credits, interest rates, and my iPad. Yeah, I got an iPad. I'm so psyched. First off, the tax credit. As many of you probably know, the federal government has extended some tax credits to a couple of groups of people. First-time home buyers and move-up home buyers. There are specific limitations for both of those programs. First-time home buyers cannot have had primary residence for any of the last 3 years. And move-up buyers also have some limitations with respect to how long they have to have been in their existing house. If you have questions about the specifics around those tax credits and whether you might or might not qualify, just drop me a line, send me an email, call your mortgage broker. I can send you some great links for that information. The basic fact to know, though, is that to qualify for either of those tax credits, any purchase that happens to qualify has to be under contract, not closed, but under contract by the end of April of this year. So you've got 19 days left to get a property under contract if you want to qualify for those credits. In either circumstance, those deals have to be closed by the end of June. So it gives you a little bit of time, but you got to get it under contract. So a purchase has to be made here within the next 19 or so days. Second thing has to do with interest rates. They've been at historically low rates for quite a while now, and there's some indication that they're starting to tick up. Even if they go up a point or two, they're still extremely low relative to the history. However, there's a significant impact to buyers. I've read a couple of things. There was an article in today's New York Times about interest rates going up, and something else the other day. I forget exactly what the source was. But the essence of it is this. If interest rates go up just 1 point, so let's say for today you qualify at 4.5%, and you wait a few months to buy a place, and maybe your interest rate goes up to 5.5%. Again, still crazy low historically, but the net result of that is that you would now qualify for between 10 and 15, maybe even 20% less house than you would today at 4.5%. So as an example, if you're in the market for a house that's say $200,000 and you wait a month or two and interest rates go up a point in a month or two, suddenly with nothing else changing but the interest rate, you would only be able to qualify for a house between maybe $170,000 and $180,000 and no longer $200,000. So the only thing that has changed is the interest rate. Your buying power hasn't changed, what you qualify for, your income hasn't changed, and unfortunately, the prices of the houses that you're interested in are not going to also drop by an equivalent amount. So if you have your eye on a house today that you think you're interested in, and it's $200,000 and your interest rate's 4.5%, or whatever it happens to be, you won't be able to qualify for that same house in terms of quality and size and those sorts of things if interest rates go up. And again, there's every indication that they are. The market's starting to strengthen. The stock market's touched 11,000, and there are some indications that the interest rates are going to go up. So keep an eye on that. Again, it doesn't have a huge impact, big picture-wise, in terms of historic interest rates, but for you specifically, it might have a profound impact on the level of house, the quality of house, the kind of house that you want to purchase. Lastly, I'm going to show you my iPad. I was very lucky. My friend Heather, thank you Heather, bought me this iPad for my birthday, and it's totally an awesome device. Most of you know I'm pretty tech savvy. I've got flip cams and high-def SLR cameras and my iPhone I even use, and a desktop computer, an iMac, and all kinds of gadgets. But this iPad I think is a really interesting device. It does a few things that I already do on my iPhone, but as I get older, looking at things on this little screen, this little guy here versus this thing here, you can see a profound difference. I'm able to check my email, I'm able to surf the web. When I'm in a Wi-Fi spot, anywhere where I would be with a laptop, for example, I can read the news, I can use Twitter, I can use Facebook, I can read NPR, I can listen to streaming music. A phenomenal device. I think this is a real game changer in a lot of respects. So if you're on the fence about it, go to an Apple store, go to a Best Buy, check it out. I think you'll really like it. I think it's going to impact how I do my business, keep me very accessible to my clients, allow me to interact with my clients as I'm out and about in the field much more easily. Again, have loved my iPhone. I'll still use it for a phone and some other features that it is really strong with. but the ability to sit down and answer emails and send listing links and things like that, greatly enhanced by this, this great device here. So anyway, thanks for checking in. If you want to talk in person or have coffee or something, call anytime. My number is 317-413-8501, or you can check me out online anytime, joeshoe.com. We'll talk to you soon, folks. Peace.